Hi, this is Jen with Unchained Crochet. If you haven't done it yet, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to see more items and tutorials like this. Hi everybody, this is Jen with Unchained Crochet. I know it's been a while, I'm sorry about that. I am an essential worker, so when I went back to work after my knee surgery, I kind of lost my fire for my shows, I should say. I'm still crocheting, I'm still in a crochet funk, but it is something to pass the time, especially since we're all under the stay-at-home orders. So hope y'all are well, and just know that I'm praying for everybody, praying for our country and our president, who is under so much tremendous pressure right now. I think he's doing a fine job, as well as can be expected for anyone in this situation. I want to thank him and for everything that he's done for our country. That being said, we'll get into some show and tell. The dog is growling because she sees somebody outside and wants to go out and cause trouble. She's 7 pounds. She's a Yorkie Pomeranian Shih Tzu mix, and 7.5 pounds maybe soaking wet. And she just thinks she is so big. We had a German Shepherd that lived next door for a while, and one day that German Shepherd, who was very well trained by his owner, she went out that day and just ran circles around him, yiping and yapping at him, and he just was calm and looked at her like, "What do you think you're doing?" She's just like little firecracker, little yip yap. So she's a good dog. Other than that, she just likes to stir stuff up. You can just stop. You're not going out. No, I hear you wanting to start trouble. She thinks she's big. She thinks she's big and bad. Let's see. To start off with, I have the second Green and Gone Wild top on. Love it. This is called, I think it's Street Lights. I probably should have closed up my neckline a little bit more. That's the one thing I didn't look at to see how wide or how not wide I didn't make the other one. So I have to push my bra straps down. I love it. This is Street Light colorway and Cupcake by Lion Brand. And if you're smaller than me, you could probably get away with 2 skeins. I have to use 3 just for a little bit of extra around the second square, and my colors don't match up and everything else. But 2 would probably be adequate for a 1X, maybe a 2X. I do 6 bands of this double crochet section, and you can see the tutorial for this in my playlist, the Greenie Gone Wild top. So we'll just start off with some show and tell. I do love it. I love the sunny colorway. When we're off of this house arrest, I do plan to wear it out. And I like the placement of the yellow. I had contemplated putting the yellow in the middle for the flower portion, but I think that the yellow kind of draws the eye up. So I kind of like that aspect, and it kind of is that pop of color up here and down the sides, kind of slimming effect to me. I like the neutral color in the middle, and that green is not too vibrant. I felt like if it were yellow in the middle for the flower, it would be appropriate for the flower, but not appropriate for the tummy area for me. So you might consider that if you start your own, where you want to put focus. I've said it before, I'll say it again. My sister told me one time that my aunt had said, you know, it's important to keep the eye moving. Keep the eye moving, keep the eye moving. So you're looking here at the hair, looking here at the glasses, this yellow stripe, you know, it draws the eye up. And I think even though this is a longer tunic, it kind of cuts you off. I don't know if you can see how long it is. It is mid-thigh, but again, I don't think it is so long that it makes me look even shorter. So I'm only 5'2". Gotta deal with what I got. Let's see. The other thing is, let me change real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so this one is a kimono sleeve top. And I have joined the back and the front and left just an opening for the neckline. I made this stitch up. It's a shell and V stitch. I like this one equally well. Almost ran out of yarn. This is made with a Lara ice yarn from Ice. And I think it'll look better with jeans or capris. It has not been washed yet, so I am expecting it to stretch some more as it has such high content of cotton. I don't think I have the ball band around here. Let me fix this again. But I think it is either all cotton or at least half cotton. It doesn't have a lot of stretch to it. I'm very happy with the lace stitch that I made up here. Not sure how well you can see that. Let me lean in. There you go. So I may do a tutorial on this eventually. Right now I'm just not feeling the tutorials, and I'm sorry. I apologize for that. I do have 2 or 3 on already, so have at it. I just kind of needed a break from the tutorials. They're very pretty rigorous, I would say, and they are long since it's a wearable garment. All right, last thing to try on. Let me get that on real quick. This one is very, 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 oops. My wig's coming off. This is very, very bright. Not sure how much I'm gonna wear it. It is out there, kind of like a clown clothes. If it were sunny out, a nice sunny day, maybe wear it to the park for a walk. This is the pattern of the body, the back and the fronts are Lucy's kimono. You can find that easily. I'll put the name here. It's Lucy's kimono, and it's a free pattern. It's easy to find through Pinterest. And it's free. It's easy. It's just a diamond, kind of like a lattice lace. Just diamonds. Filet diamonds. So, I don't remember. Oh, I think it's called Balloons is the colorway. I want to say. I don't know. It should be called Circus. It's in the cupcake. It's a cupcake yarn by Lion Brand. So they are pretty much equal to Mandala in the weight and the yardage. And I just added sleeves to it. And I don't care where the colors fall. I'm not a color control freak. I still need to steam the ribbing that I added. This is just a 2x2 double crochet rib all the way around the neck and down the front. And once I steam this, it will relax and straighten up like my daughter's did. I'll put a picture of my daughter's here for you. So that is Lucy's kimono. It's definitely a nice little house coat. I'll say that. It's nice and cozy and not too heavy or cumbersome. Let me see here where I want to go next. Okay, so I have shown this before. This is Cotton Kings Twirls Deluxe. Got them on sale for like, I don't know, $22 I think, something like that. Through Hobby Yarn. It is all cotton, 100%, approximately 1,000 meters, so it's about maybe 1,200 yards. Not far from that. It calls for a E through G hook. I'm using a G hook. So I'll show you what I'm making with that real quick. I will also post a picture of it right here. It is the Red Velvet Rose Wrap. And the pattern is fairly easy so far. I've not gotten into much of section 2, but it seems fairly easy. And it is by Expression Fiber Arts. Chandi Agee, A-G-E-E, Chandi. Chandi Agee. She also has a YouTube channel. She's great at explaining things and showing things in detail. So I just want to show y'all, I do use patterns from time to time. I mean, why reinvent the wheel? When you have a great pattern out there and you want to use it, it's just whatever your preference is. But I do design most of my things, I will say that. But I love this wrap because I thought I had another picture of it on here, but I don't. I love it because it kind of grows in each section, so it's not a perfect rectangle. It kind of has some flair to it, like a crescent shawl would. And right now is a good time to start a thread crochet project if you haven't done one before. With everything being shut down, it might be something good for you to keep yourself busy. So this is the red velvet rose wrap, and I have started section 2 with the little shells there. And the color has started to change just a tad bit. It's gone from a very, very faint peach to a definite light peach. And it will move on and with the rest. So that's that. I'm using a G-hook for that. I ordered some Lion Brand ice cream, big scoop. Made 2 huge balls up from one skein. And I am working on a baby blanket for our pastor's wife, who's expecting their first girl. Yay! Congratulations, Hannah and Johnny. Congratulations. So this is called, and I actually don't want her to watch. I don't want her to see what I'm making, but I'll put a better picture of it up here for you. It's called the candy jar blanket. Candy jar baby blanket. I love that. It is little mandalas. I say little, they're not little. But I love it in the candy jar blanket. In this ice cream big scoop. This is the Tutti Frutti colorway that they used for theirs. I think the color's a little off in their photo. So it is basically 9 mandalas, and then they're squared up and joined for a blanket with a little white border. I've got 3 done so far in just a couple days. So it's not a real tedious pattern. The only portion of it that I don't really like, there's a lot of front post double crochet, which I like that. But up here on this, one of the last rows right here, there's treble crochet cross stitching. So it crisscrosses right there with treble crochet. Yeah, I don't like trebles, but I will do them. And I am loving it so far. It's so dainty and yeah, vibrant, but not too screaming vibrant like this. But I think it's such a pretty little colorway for a little baby girl. And I will probably add, you can see the white there again. I think the white really makes them pop. I will probably add some minky to the back and an aqua color. So to have a nice minky backing to it, make a nice fall to winter blanket, even though it's spring colors. It could go into spring too. When I ordered that, I also thought, oh, I'm going to give this Red Heart, it's a wrap yarn, a shot, okay? It is finer than the Cotton King Twirls Deluxe. So I don't use smaller than a G-hook. There's no way. See that skinny little thread? It's like embroidery floss. There's no way I'm going to make anything with this. I started to pull it out and it didn't have a starting tab like the Cotton King Twirls Deluxe does. And I quickly balled up what I pulled out, what I gutted, and shoved it back in there. So this is going to be in some sort of giveaway, you guys. Honestly, I am never going to make anything with this. So it's a new skein still. I just barely touched it that evening and shoved it back in there. Not that I want to give people stuff I don't like, but you never know. I mean, if you're interested in this, you can drop me a note in the comment section below if you would like to have that. And I'll be putting it into a giveaway. My 500th subscriber, we'll do it with that. And they're also going to get a hand knit shawl. So there'll be some other little goodies in there. Along with this skein and the shawl. I'm getting close. At last I checked, I was at 423 subscribers. So that giveaway will be coming up shortly. I am going to wait till after everything with the shutdown is cleared up. I don't feel comfortable mailing anything right now with all that's going on, even though I will order things online. I just don't want to do that while we're under these restrictions. So I also made, you can see, even though I say I'm in a crochet funk, I have one blanket in my bag that I take to work, and another top, and then I had this. So I finished this up recently. This is like a one-day blanket. It's a 10-pointed ripple again. So there's 10 star points to it. There is a pattern. You can find this, just ripple again, or ripple blanket, round ripple. I think I found it under round ripple. And once I memorized it, I just kept using it. This is done with the Karen Big Cakes. I don't remember the colorway, but you can see them there. It's an easy peasy blanket. And I like the 10 points as opposed to the 12. 12 seems to be too many and kind of makes it ruffly. This is 10 and it lays nice and flat. So this will, I had made it for the pastor's wife, and I may go ahead and give them this one and that one. Then they'll have a lighter weight blanket and close to the same colorway other than the gray. So even though they're not matching, they're pretty close other than that gray. So I think that's all I have for you guys right now. Sorry it's not longer. I hope you enjoyed everything and that y'all are staying well and entertained. I know that you can get bored. I've been off, this is my second day off this week. Tuesday, Wednesday, and it's kind of like my weekend. So I've been kind of, I don't know, I cleaned house today and didn't really have the energy until I got started, and then I did pretty good. And now I have meatloaf in the oven. I cook for just me because my husband eats his own food that he cooks, his Nigerian stuff, which I can't stand the red oil and spicy, and yeah. So definitely not, we're not alike in the foods that we eat. So the meatloaf, it's just a little one for me. Probably last me the rest of the week. And I'll probably take some to work tomorrow. That's it for my day. I've not been too busy other than that. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Ring for a smile.